very highly anticipated stages that we are doing today. We're going to get going in just a minute here with Mark and Miguel and get you guys all the info. You guys have waited so patiently for the updates that are coming today, including details, maybe just be about the next drops. We're just gonna give everybody just a second here to get up on the stages, and then we are gonna get going. And then also just let me know that you guys are present, that you guys are here, that you're feeling good, that you're excited to hear what you're gonna hear today. And if you, where I want to see you is in Hero Hangout, in the chat in Hero Hangout. That is the spot. Show me your best GIF. Show me something. It could be hero related. It can be anything you really want. Just show me that you're stoked. Emojis are good, but I only accept GIFs for this kind of stoked. There we go. Oh wow, look at this flood. You guys know what you are doing. Gentlemen, Mark, Miguel, what is going on? Mark, how you doing, man?
Hey, I just want to say I love the official pronunciation of GIF, not GIF.
That's the way, right? It is GIF.
Apparently it's supposed to be GIF. I learned that from Silicon Valley.
The guy who made the protocol, or whatever it is, the program file, like he said it's GIF.
That's what he wants. That's what he gets.
I always thought that was ridiculous, but sure. If that's, I guess he's the ultimate authority. But I mean, it is the main means of communication now for many people on the internet.
That's right. So, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking, LG. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm ready to roll. Always down to hang out here with the hero community, and oh man, is there some hype for today's stages? And as you can tell, even just by the amount of people that we have listening in today, people are very excited for what is going to be going down the next little bit. Miguel, are you there?
I'm here, guys. Good evening. Hi, LG. How are you?
I'm good, man. Happy birthday. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but a little birdie tipped me off that it's somebody's birthday. That birdie was you.
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, thanks, man. No, I doing great. I woke up. I immediately jumped in a YouTube unboxing stream. Shout out to the guys who were just cracking packs in the middle of the night. It was very, very nice to just wake up on my birthday and see some guys cracking packs. So that was nice gift.
Do you have any traditions on your birthday? Anything that you need to do, or that somebody special calls you, or something like that?
Always my grandmother. The family is important, so just waiting for that call from grandmother. That's tradition.
Nice. That's really nice. Well, chat. Let's hear it for Miguel. Tag him. Give him. This is kind of a. I guess this is our Discord version of like a birthday hazing. Just give him a tag, give him a happy birthday in there. Give us in the chat. Make sure you tag him saying happy birthday. You should be able to give him a little tag there. Hold on, let's make sure. I'm gonna lead the way here. Hold on. Let's see, there we go. Well, not just a GIF, guys. Come on, give him a tag. Let him know. There we go. No. The tag, are they able? Yeah, there we go. They're able to tag you. There you go. Now your notifications are just gonna absolutely explode. So there we go, guys. Keep it going. Happy birthday, man. Glad we could. Glad you can make some time to do this on your birthday.
No worries.
And that we have both you guys here today because we have some very important things to talk about. We're gonna do a very quick, brief recap once again of the first drop, of the digital drop, because we want to. That's gonna be a perfect way to set us up to hear about drop number 2. So we're going to get full details on that, and then we're going to wrap up the session with a couple little platform updates of what is going on the Hero platform, some features, roadmap, all that stuff. So gentlemen, I'm going to jump over to you guys. Let's do a quick review, not too long, because a lot of people here they're here for one thing. They want to know about drop number 2, but very quickly, can you guys recap for us drop number 1?
Yeah, I'll jump in there. So basically, I think a lot of good things. Obviously, like the drop sold out in 9 minutes. So obviously, a lot of demand for it, which is great. Great to see the community get behind it. The secondary sales super strong, over 5 million in secondary in the last month, which is pretty mind-blowing to see that. 55 complete sets so far, which was pretty cool to see.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun watching the mad scramble right before the leaderboard lock. Was pretty cool to see too. We had some learning lessons as well. I think that we took away from it. Obviously, we had the 404 issue, which we definitely don't want to repeat again, and I think we'll make it up to those people, which I think we'll cover in a bit. And some other things that we want to improve, like just communication in general. We're really working on getting some really good processes in place and being more structured in how we communicate with communities. So that's a big priority for us. And some other small things here and there, but I think those are the main things that we learned from the first drop.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a long time coming, that first drop, right? So it's always good to get the first one out of the way, and there was always going to be some good learnings there. Miguel, any thoughts to add there before we move to the juicy details?
No, I mean, just like Mark, it was amazing to see the first drop. All of the people starting to trade and trying to get into that top 100 to get their rewards was also very, very fun to see, and also very cool to get these very exclusive cards airdropped into our fans' accounts. Those were all fun things to see.
Did you guys expect 55 complete sets? So the max was 100 potential. Is that about what you guys expected? Like a 55%, I guess, completion rate on those, which are a very exclusive set, of course.
Yeah, it's hard to complete sets. So like you got to be pretty dedicated, not only in in the investment of time is the biggest thing. I mean, there's a lot of trading and a lot of like marketplace sniping that needs to go into completing a set. So we're always impressed whenever anyone gets one done. Not only 55 people who actually went through and completed. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, kudos to everybody who did it, and sounds like there may be another set soon to complete, right? Because I'm assuming, actually, I don't even know if that's true or not, but I just wanted to segue into the next drop. So I think Miguel, probably over to you, probably for the drop details. Are we ready? Is it time to reveal this part?
I think we're finally ready. I'm a little bit lost with all the when next drops, so I think it's time to bring it on.
Hold on, wait, before we do it, hold on, we need one more. Yes, in the chat, in the Hero Hangout channel. Come on, guys, one last time. When drop. Everybody, put it in there. Give us a when drop. There we go. Everybody is ready. There we go. So they gotta summon the info. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. Good job, everybody. Miguel, over to you, man. Give us the details.
All right, let's maybe just start with the very first big thing, which is the theme. So I actually have been dropping some hints during our impromptu AMA in Amsterdam. Also on Twitter, we've dropped some Easter eggs. But the final theme is it's superhuman strength. So we are just celebrating all of the super strong characters within the DC multiverse.
Wow.
Like Lewis.
Like
Miguel's
Lewis.
favorite character.
Exactly.
Very cool. Okay. A lot of potential still, right? A lot of people have superhuman strength, right? But some people's strength is not. Actually, here's an interesting question, and I guess you'll give us some details maybe a little later. But is Superman's strength considered superhuman? Because he's not human.
That's a very, very good question. Maybe
It's a technicality. There you go.
Maybe someone of the DC team wants to jump in and answer these questions.
All good. Okay, so we got superhuman strength. When are we getting superhuman strength? When is this going to happen?
So the drop will happen May 12th at noon PST.
Perfect. I'm available. There's no crowd. There's no crowd noise. So it just seems like people are pretty excited. Okay, May 12th,
Yep.
noon PST.
Yeah, 1 week out, guys. 7 days.
Okay, excellent. Okay, start the timer right now. I'm sure we'll be doing some kind of session or spaces for that. So that's good. What if people want to get ready for that? What should they be doing right now to make sure that they can get in on that drop?
I'll go over some of the logistical details. So on Monday, on the 9th, we're going to open registrations like we did last time at noon PST on the 9th. So basically, you'll be able to register for the drop. Always a good idea to make sure your notifications are enabled, like as many as possible, to make sure that when we send you that email or that push notification to let you know that it's time to buy, you're ready to go. And another pro tip is obviously to have balance loaded in the app prior to the drop. So when you get your notification that it's time to buy, you don't have to worry about, adding the balance, messing your credit card details up like I always do. You're just ready to go to buy the packs when you're invited to do that. So those are kind of the big ones. And then obviously we're going to have an allow list so we can dig into the details on that as well.
Yeah, can we get those details like right now, Mark? The allow list is probably the most important part, is people want to know how they
No, Miguel said I can't talk about it, so... I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Miguel is totally up for talking about the allow list. Yes. So the allow list is basically going to obviously go live. So we're getting on the same timelines for every single drop, so that everyone's, you don't have to think about it as much. You just get into the natural sleep rhythm of waking up at either 8 a.m. in the morning in LA, or 12 o'clock in the morning in Singapore if you're there. So basically the allow list is going to let you purchase ahead of time again, 8 a.m. PST. It'll run till 11 a.m. PST. The number of spots available, it's 1,272. And don't worry about writing all this stuff down. Guys and girls will post all this in detail so that you can keep track of it. But there's 1,272 available slots, and collectors are going to be able to purchase 10 packs each again. So there's a 20% guaranteed allocation to public sales. Now, when we go over the allow list details here, one of the first things that we should call out is we've got 580 slots available to collectors that were affected by the 404 error that we covered earlier. Obviously, we feel terrible that people were waiting to purchase. They hit that link and obviously got, sent to the site and they couldn't purchase. So number one, first and foremost, we want to make up for that. So that's 580 slots. So basically, that is a make good for that. The rest of the allocation we split between Hero and Collects. 70% Hero community, 30% Collects community. So there's 484 slots for Hero, 208 for Collects. And basically how we're distributing, we've got Collects is basically going to distribute their slots amongst loyal and competitive collectors on our platforms, and basically giving a small fraction of the slots to other communities to try and obviously draw more people into the Hero community to collect through partnerships and things like that. And obviously on our Discord and socials as well for people who are active. And then as far as the Hero distribution, I don't know if you want to go over that, Miguel.
Yeah, sure. So on Hero, there are already have been given 100 slots given to the everyone who ended in the top 100 for the previous Batman universe drop. So that's already been done. We also had a couple of Discord activations, so 45 slots already went out there. we will give very precious 50 slots given to our friends at the first mint. So reach out to
Hey!
those guys. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Um, and then obviously there have been people who have been helping us out during our misprint investigation. So estimated around 150 people who were early submitters of info to help us out with our misprint investigation will also be given an allow list spot, and these emails already have been sent or will be completed by tomorrow. And we still have around 130 allow lists to give away during other activations. But there we would like to keep a little bit of suspense and yeah, surprise you guys with how we want to distribute these.
Very exciting. You know, I'm a big fan of drama in NFTs, so little theater is always very good. Did we go over the price and the total packs that there are? Did we do
That's
total packs
that's
and price?
we haven't actually, but
Oh,
that's a good segue into discussing that. So one of the things that we noticed, obviously, in the first drop is that it sold out in 9 minutes, and you know we had a lot of people wanting to get into the drop that weren't able to. And at the same time, you know, we have to balance the fact that we obviously want the you know, collecting, you know, the collectability of these cards to be high, right? We want them to last the test of time and be interesting for people to collect over time. So we don't want to overproduce and flood the market with things, but we basically want to strike a balance between those two, you know, goals, being inclusive and also, you know, keeping the collectability high. So we increased the total number of packs to 15,900 for this set. That's 50% over the initial drop. Obviously, we want to keep the Genesis collection, you know, much more rare than everything else as well. So that makes just under 50,000 total cards. That's 47,700. Again, we'll like release all of the details so you don't have to take notes. And basically the price is going to remain the same, $50 a pack, and we're doing 10 packs per user. And again, like we're increasing the number of packs, and we still feel that, you know, 10 per buyer is appropriate, because obviously you want to be able to complete the 30 card set. So basically we feel that's a decent start on the path to actually being able to complete the whole set, and including, you know, trades and a few market purchases and things like that.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Not an enormous increase either, right? In terms of total packs,
No,
right?
no,
Like
no.
saying only
Yeah,
50%, and already 10,000 packs is already pretty small compared to, you know, other packs that I buy on the regular. You know, and it's been like an entire, when was the last drop? Like May 30th or something? Or March 30th? It's been
Except
over a month.
March 30th.
Right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not,
And
yeah.
you know, we've had these conversations, LG, about, you know, making sure that we don't go overboard with the distribution and things like that. We want to make sure that you know, there's value here for everyone.
Yeah, especially, well, I mean, I've always loved that about the project, is that there's you know, the physical digitals are meant for tons of people to be able to get them, right? Like they're purposely minted massively like that. And then I like the digitals are like really exclusive, which is good because the digitals are digital only, right? So it's like you can make them more, in a sense, more special that way, right? Not that the digital physicals are not special. It's a fantastic concept, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you're creating a clear like separation between them, right? So I've
Yeah.
always loved that, you know. So that's great. So very very cool. Can we talk through through some of the actual like supply, like maybe dig into like the superhuman strength parts and how many cards, mints, you know, just speaking of kind of supply dynamics, would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I think while we do that too, I think Chris is going to help share some previews in the chat so we can take a look at some of the cards.
Nice. Okay, nice. Let's do it. Let's put them up. Get those previews in there.
Reviews.
There we go. Beauty. Very nice.
So yeah, Miguel, I don't know if you want to like chime in on some of the content here, but I'm happy to as well.
No, I think the set looks amazing. We have been diving into the archives of DC, trying to really look at these characters that really fit this superhuman strength team. And I think the art as always looks so amazing from anything that DC is doing. I mean, just a couple of the preview cards that I'm seeing in chat. That Black Manta with the reflection of Aquaman in his forehead or on his helmet. Mera, maybe not a, how you call it, like your most typical character, also giving her a perfect pedestal to really shine. And yeah, I mean, I just love the set, and I'm looking forward to people's reactions to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Definitely
think
see that.
we've got a fan favorite too, the Power Girl, which on Twitter Spaces is always I think a fan favorite for getting into the set too.
He's badass. Just look at the car. I mean, he's
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, even from the start, guys, like, a lot of people that came into this drop, at least from our community, and even from just observing, like the design of these NFTs is phenomenal, right? Like both the physicals, but then obviously the digitals as well. So kudos again on them, on the overall product design, not just the site and the app, obviously that are so far advanced compared to a lot of other NFT projects we see, but also just in general. Really beautiful to be collecting this stuff, and eager to see what the rest of them look like as well. Even I haven't gotten a preview. This is literally the first time seeing these, so I want to see the rest. I want to know who else is in this set. Are you guys able to reveal that, or is that we're gonna wait till next week and slowly reveal who's in there?
Yeah, not all at once. We gotta wait and save some of the reveal
Good.
for later.
I like that. I'm a fan of the slow squeeze of information. So that's all good. What else is there anything else you can tell us about supply and decision making in terms of who's going in here, and how many epics versus superiors, all that kind of stuff, in terms of the market dynamic, or I guess supply dynamics?
Yeah, sure. So like the set runs all the way through common, uncommon, superior, epic, legendary, and hero tier. So as far as the card count's concerned, the commons, there's 9 commons. There's 2,400 minted per card. That's a total of 21,600 cards. Uncommon, there's another 9 cards, 1,800 minted per card, 16,200 total mints. Strength, superior. So basically there's 6 cards in that, 1,200 minted per card, 7,200 total. Epic, there's 4 cards in total, 600 minted per card, 2,400 total. Legendaries, there's 2 legendaries, 150 minted per card, 300 total. And then the hero tier, only one of those, 50 minted per card total, obviously, 50 minted. And then on top of that, of course, we have rewards. We got a leaderboard reward. We've got a completion reward. So the leaderboard, obviously there's a higher circulation on this drop. So we're going to do 150 leaderboard rewards this time instead of 100. And then on the completion, obviously you've got, it's a lot of fun to motivate people to complete the set quickly. So you're going to get the mint according to your order of completion again. And there's going to be 150 total possible completion rewards, obviously. Last time we saw, as you pointed out, LG 55% of the total possible sets completed. So this time, who knows? Maybe we'll see more.
Who knows, man? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious how that's going to work out, in terms of the completion. Knowing now, that people receive great benefits from that, and obviously, it's interesting to see, especially with so many more collectors now, what that drive will be like. Do you know actually? I'm skipping pretty far ahead here, but the drop is going to be Thursday. Do you guys know roughly how long how long that challenge period will be? That's probably something we can chat about next week. But I was thinking the last time it was about 3 or 4 weeks. Is it safe for people to assume it'll probably be about the same thing? Again, where you don't have to officially answer. I don't want to go off script.
Approximate. Yeah. So
People are
Go
going to
ahead,
like
Mark,
that,
go
but
ahead.
people were the same for each. Yeah, official dates or times, or any trying to like keep cadence rough drop.
Great. Okay. Awesome.
And maybe LG, one thing I wanted to touch on, because I see I'm checking chat as well, and the hero tier is actually a new tier we're introducing. So I saw some questions there, and the idea is that there will still be mythic cards, so that the tier isn't gone. The hero tier is just one tier on top of the mythic, so the hero will always be the pinnacle of the set. So everything below 50 will actually become hero tier. So maybe the one of one we did in the last drop, we probably will upgrade that card to hero tier as well.
Okay. So the current one of one will become a hero tier.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that makes a lot. It's very appropriately named. It's good that the name of the product is strong enough to also be the name of the top tier. If you guys were like, if it was just called like superhero card collecting or something like that, then that'd be kind of a weird top tier name. But hero is perfect. So
We
great
wanted
branding.
to call it the Miguel, but Miguel wouldn't clear his name for usage on the legal side. So we just couldn't make it work.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Oh, that's good. Very cool. Okay. Well, thanks for explaining that. Yeah, that'll be good to see. Are those changes that will be like native into the platform? Like, are we going to see the name change in the app and in the desktop app?
Yeah, it's something the team can fix in the back end. So the one lucky fan who still has a one of one, I think it's still in his account. You can expect to change it.
Beauty. Okay. Very good to know. Speaking of platform updates, guys, what else is coming down the pipe? I know we had chatted, or at least it was teased in the announcement yesterday, or in the on Twitter, that two-factor authentication is coming, and a few other goodies. So would love to hear what is coming now that the big news is out. What's new with the platform?
Yeah, I mean, I hope people have noticed that the team's been very busy, and like first and foremost, we've been super impressed and happy and amazed with how many feature suggestions, how many bug reports, and just like feedback on how we can make the platform better has come in from people, and plus like really positive feedback too. So we really appreciate that. So we, as a team, always try and react super quickly to feedback from people, and hopefully, we're doing a good job on that. Please keep us, up to date on how you think we're doing. We've made a lot of pushes over the past month since we've been live. Obviously, let's just go over what we've been doing, and then we'll jump into what we are going to do. So the trade and market confirmations, that was a big request from people. So we added that in pretty quick. We had some reports from people that when you were scanning a lot of cards at the same time, you were tripping some of our rate limiting on our API. So we've adjusted some of the rate limits to make sure that you can scan a lot more cards in a single session. We've had a request from people to be able to export your transactions, in a CSV file to make that quick and easy for, taxes or different reports that you want to run on your own trades. So that's coming out shortly. A lot of general bug fixes that we've been doing. We also added a trade counter. So on the navigation icon, you can see how many trades you have, or requests that you need to take action on. The trade and market, we've been adding warnings and things like that to try and avoid scams or different market manipulators and things like that. So if, prices are strange or things like that, or if somebody's sending you a trade that's like really unbalanced, we try to give you a notification to make sure that you're aware of the trade you're making. Obviously, it's always your choice what you want to do, but we want to make sure that anything that looks abnormal, we're calling out to you. Obviously, the username name change, we want to make that easier for people as well. So that's in the app now. And we're also adding in some IMX like enhanced features now that we're whitelisted with IMX to do this. It just provides a better UX, not really a lot of detail we need to get in there. But on top of that, on the back end, we've been doing a whole bunch of anti-botting measures. We want to make sure that like on the primary market in the next drop, you're not competing against a bunch of bots to get cards and things like that. And then, making sure that the marketplace and things like that is super clean from people that are trying to bot and do things like that. So we've already done a bunch. We're going to be doing a bunch more as well. It's a top priority for us. And then, I think that's one of the biggest things other than 2FA, which is going to be launching this week as well. So over the next couple of days, we've got it in final testing, final polish, and we've got that kind of imminently any day, depending on when Google and Apple bless us with their approval on the new app builds.
Awesome. Is it 2FA? Sorry, can you just go over what have you guys done that at Colex before? You've done a 2FA and stuff? And also, I was just curious, like what it looks like.
Yeah, so 2FA, it's basically enabling a second layer of authentication on your account. So the way that we do it is, when you log into your account, we have a secondary layer where you provide a code from basically an authenticator app. So you can download a bunch of different free authenticator apps. Google actually provides a free and really solid authenticator app. So basically you just download it, and then you look at the app name, and you basically take the code that's live for the app at that time. You type it into the window that we ask for, either on the mobile app or web app. We just basically say, type in the code, you type in the code, you log in. It seems really simple, but at the same time, what it does is provides a massive layer of security on top of your password, so that should somebody happen to get your password or something like that, they can't just log into your account without having access to your mobile device to do that, which is obviously pretty important for people, as there's lots of people out there that want to take your precious Power Girl cards or your Mythic Jokers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I use the Google Authenticator for a lot of stuff that I do, so it is very helpful, and definitely for me at least makes it feel like a lot safer, which is vital, especially as people start to build up some pretty juicy account values or some really great NFTs and stuff like that in there. So yeah, great to see that is coming soon. Is that Mark? Sorry, can you just circle back? Will that be deployed prior to the drop?
That's our plan. Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously everything with mobile apps, everything comes down to Google and Apple actually accepting the app. But our plan is to have it out before the next drop. Yeah.
Got it.
And
okay.
one thing too to point out, LG, is like a lot of people ask, like, why don't we just send a SMS notification or something like that with the code? And when we took a look at how we wanted to enable 2FA, there's basically two options. So you send like an SMS notification, or you go with the authenticator app. And basically, we've seen in the past, like I've got a lot of friends from the crypto industry for a lot of years who have had like SIM jacking, exploits and things like that, where if you use an SMS message, it's not as secure as an authenticator app. So basically, we want to provide people with the most, secure way possible to provide 2FA. So that's why we went with this method.
Got it. Okay. Great. Okay. Thanks for walking us through that. Miguel, is there anything else roadmap wise? Is there anything that you want to share, or Mark? Maybe that's a Mark question as well. But I do have a note here to chat about roadmap, so I do want to get through that and make sure we're always teasing people a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So like some of the big things that we're doing now are like some of them are under the hood. So we're doing a lot of improvements to, the back end to, expand new territories. That's a big thing that we're working on. Obviously, a huge priority for us to add more countries to our drops. Always working on secondary market improvements, and one of the biggest things that we're doing is we're really working on the secondary market so that we can add a lot better flows and support for hybrid card sales. So being able to facilitate some of the the headaches of selling a physical card with or without the digital on eBay and things like that. So we definitely want to get better at that. That's obviously a big job, so it'll take a little bit of time, but it's something we're working on. Just improving the marketplace in general is a priority, and then signing in all the time and completing your quests. Obviously, that's something I've hinted at is something important to do all the time. So maybe that will be tied to some experience points, which may be valuable to get you into certain levels that you can use to do certain things. So that's all I'll say about that. And then obviously the pre-sales reward, I've seen a lot of people talking in the chat about. Maybe Miguel, you can jump in and maybe provide some color to that, but that will be something that we're working on as well.
Yeah, man, you were so teasing with those hero points, man. Damn. No, on the pre-sales reward, I did want to touch on that because I see a lot of people who indeed have been asking about this because we have been teasing this. I just want to repeat and let everyone know we're still working on this very frantically behind the screens. So there are some things that we just need to figure out how to do this practically. But once we have figured everything out, then everyone can still expect an additional reward for anyone who bought pre-sale. So don't be too mad of us. Just be a little bit more patient on the pre-sales reward. There is nothing in your pre-sales physical boxes, so don't ask about that.
You mean you didn't go and to all the places the boxes were at and add a little treat for us?
Yeah,
Come on.
that was one of the options. But
Yeah, a little extreme, I think.
yeah, I mean, I could have also delivered all of the boxes myself personally,
Wow.
and that was your pre-sales reward, but that was a little bit too tricky, I think. So
Yeah,
just wanted to
apparently there's a GDPR issue with that. I don't know.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. No, that's okay. Is there an approximate ETA on when we'll know? You guys think?
I can't give an approximate ETA either at the moment. It will come definitely, but when to be determined.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all good. And again, I think as much as the community, everybody wants it like immediately is really, really, that's NFTs, right? People want things immediately. It's some things do take time, and just remind everybody, I've seen a lot of different questions kind of come through. Is that these guys are working their hardest to deliver honestly an amazing product, and there's some stuff these guys really want to, like Mark was saying at the start, really want to emphasize communication and want to make sure that they can get everything, get all the information right before it is transmitted back to you guys. Okay, so seeing a lot of questions, and rest assured those will be answered. Some of the questions, even the ones that we're not taking today or answering today, they will be answered in due time. These guys just have to make sure they've got the right answers and they're putting out the right information first. Okay.
Absolutely. And I think I saw some people talking about the hybrid leaderboard too. Maybe like that's one that we can address. Like definitely going to be, rewards and things like that for the hybrid leaderboard. But obviously we want to make sure that people receive their hybrid cards and their pre-orders and we have time to actually get people to do that. So we don't have a date yet, but now that cards are getting into people's hands, we're starting to look at that as something we need to talk about and get a date set for. So we haven't forgotten about it. It's definitely happening. It's just we want to make sure that people obviously have time for every reward to actually earn it. So that's what we're looking at there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And obviously seeing a lot of people ask about other countries, and again for that, I don't think that there's really too much of an official answer there yet. So in places like me where you can't get packs, I guess we got to be patient and just wait a little bit, and eventually I'm sure the team will have some updates there and hopefully unlock a few more places that can get in. But it sounds like for this
it's a huge priority. Huge priority.
For this, which countries are eligible for this one? Can we just go over that again really quickly?
Still the same as the first.
Yeah, exactly what I wanted to reiterate again for this drop. It's still the 4 countries, just same like last drop. So we have US, we have UK, Brazil, and India are able to get into the drop. So even the 3 of us here on stages, we're not like
the irony. That's great. We will. We'll live vicariously through everybody else, anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. And I also saw a couple of questions of people maybe tuning in a little bit later. So also repeating that the pre-registration will open the 9th of May at noon PST. And maybe Mark, could you just tell them a little bit more in detail what steps the fans need to take in order to pre-register?
Yeah, absolutely. So the pre-registration is pretty easy. You go to the drop page, you register for it. That's going to basically give you a ticket for the drop and assign you a random drop order. So basically on drop day, as soon as the drop goes live, we basically control the flow of people coming to the drop site. Obviously, we don't want huge floods of people all spamming the buy button at the same time. So we control the flow by assigning these basically ticket orders. So when it's your turn to purchase, make sure that you just turn on the notifications when you register, as many notifications as possible if you want to know as quick as possible that it's your turn. When it's your turn to buy, we just send you an email or a push notification or an SMS, whatever notification you have set. And basically after that time, you can purchase a pack at any time after that, as long as supplies last. So we do keep on inviting people to purchase as we go along, as we see the flow is okay as far as the servers are concerned. So when you get your invitation, doesn't mean you're guaranteed, packs. So, get to the site quickly or to the app quickly and make your purchase. One thing that's going to help you with that is having preloaded balance. So making sure that you go through, you preload your balance so that when it's time to purchase, you're not, fumbling for your credit card or messing up your numbers like I always do. You have it there ready to go and you just hit buy and you got the packs in your account.
That's an excellent reminder. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, great. Well, thanks guys for all that. Are there any other details that we may have missed today? Anything else you guys want to share?
Yeah, one thing I'd love is, like I said, we always want feedback on the platform, especially. So if you guys have any ideas for, things that would make it easier to, just interact with the platform, things that would make it easier to, collect things that you're looking for, trading, marketplace, your profiles, anything, just let us know. Feature requests, we're always happy to take a look at. And you'd be surprised. Like a lot of them actually do. You know, we look at them, we're like, oh yeah, actually that is a pain point, and we get them in relatively quickly, especially if they're smaller.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, big fan already of the platform, so no doubt that you guys will be able to keep adjusting and keep taking that feedback. So, and sorry, where if people do have real feedback like that, where should they be putting it, Mark? Where should they be sending it to you?
You know what? I think we need like a feedback channel on here. We
There
got to
is
get
one. No,
something going.
there is a feedback channel. There is a feedback channel.
Is there? Okay,
There's
perfect.
it
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
timer
So
on it. Wow, I like that. I
yeah.
like that. You were like, we'll read all the feedback, and you're like, but where? I don't think there's a feedback channel.
Where is it? No, it's because like it's we have people that are like way more on the ball than me at actually looking at the feedback. But on top of that too, like you'd be surprised. We're in the Hero Hangout channel most of the time lurking because we're working a lot. But we do lurk and watch for feedback on stuff, and we have a ton of people in our community too that do that. So if you post it in the feedback channel, for sure we'll see it. And on top of that, in the Hero chat too, if you want to like just chat about you know things that you think and have a back and forth with the community, we're watching that.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and also maybe let's do. I mean, I already hinted on this a while back, but maybe we should just like a community feedback stages or something where we can have people just yeah share feedback. So not really an AMA, but more like a feedback creative group brainstorm kind of session. That would also
Like
be
like a focus group. You mean like a focus group?
exactly, yeah.
I mean, Discord is kind of like the world's most insane focus group in a way when you think about it.
I
I
don't
used to
think
run.
anyone focuses on Discord.
I used to run. I used to work in market research. I used to do focus groups. So this is people that also used to work there are blown away probably by the idea of putting all your community in Discord like this, where it's this constant stream, let's say, of commentary. So, but Miguel, thank you for volunteering to organize that. That's great.
Yeah, no worries. But I just see we're over 1,000 people listening into to the stages. So I mean, just kudos to everyone tuning in.
Yeah, that'll be a wild feedback session with 1,100 people all on voice chat all at once. That is that'll be an interesting one. I don't know. Anyways, great. Well, I mean, guys, if there's anything else, please speak now. I'll always love to hear anything else that you guys are able to share with us. But I think we got plenty of great information so far. Just to recap for everybody out there, the drop is in a week from today at 12 o'clock Pacific. There will be an allow list that opens from 8 to 11 Pacific. There are 15,900 packs up for sale. There are 1,272 available slots for the allow list, many of which have already been allocated, but a few that have not. So keep your eyes out for those extra ones. It's a 10-pack limit per user, per account, per person in terms of buying $50 a pack, 3 cards in each pack. And some really fun stuff that hasn't been revealed. Obviously, we don't know all the cards yet, but I'm sure those will come out in due time. And registration, the most important part, if you want to get ready for that, registration opens Monday, May 9th at 12 o'clock Pacific, where you can go. You must go to the app and register for the drop to be eligible. Gentlemen, anything else we missed before we wrap up? Last chance.
Maybe one last thing.
Of course.
We're really looking at everything what community is asking for. So we have been hinting at those tiered rewards, and we are
Yes.
we're working on this, and we're listening and we're implementing. And I would just encourage people also from the first drop to try and still complete your set as much as possible. That would be my only suggestion here.
Okay. Complete sets, always important. Any project like this, complete sets is always a good idea. And this one, you couldn't hear it any clearer or suggested any in a more suggested type kind of way than from Miguel right there. So completed sets. Oh, it's very important. Gentlemen, Mark, any last words?
Nope, that's it.
Feeling good.
Other than, as Miguel pointed out, like we love to steal ideas from the community, and that was a hot idea. So that's definitely something we're looking at.
Awesome. All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. Community, you guys have been awesome. As we wrap out here, let's just see it. Let's just see which we got. We don't know everybody. We don't know all the heroes or villains or whoever is going to be in the drop next week. But let's put them up in the chat. Show us which hero you'd want to pull. Show us your favorite hero. Just give us a GIF, an emoji, something to let us know that you guys are excited for this drop. Excited to get in on some of these sweet cards from Hero. We will be very likely and most definitely back on next week, maybe on Spaces even, for the drop with the team. So make sure you guys tune in, and good luck out there. It's gonna be a very exciting week as we lead up to the drop. So good luck, everybody, and we will see you next week.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye bye.